Hello, hello, hello! I honestly wasn't planning to record so quickly again because I was just going to AFK at my farm forever and ever, which I have been doing. I may or may not have also died once, but I'm back to 30 levels now. But a couple of things that have happened, so I thought I'd give you guys a little update. I did die to an enderman. I did kill a witch. It just fell down here, and I'm not sure if it came from the witch, because from the witch we did get, I think, this glowstone dust. But what I did find while looking through here is 2 brown mushrooms. You heard that right. I've achieved my goal, my biggest goal of getting myself some mushrooms, which is very, very awesome. But honestly, I was gonna wait with that until I was recording the next time anyway. All I was gonna do is craft myself some armor and start enchanting it to see if I could get the max level enchants. When I went to bed, and I saw somebody new here by the name of Morgan. And honestly, easiest trades so far that I've seen ever. So I thought, well, why not see if we can get Morgan to stay. Morgan. Well, there's one. Now let's make ourselves some of this. Remember how to craft this? Not even slightly, and that's okay. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more. Was it 3 or was it 4? You did want 4. Wow, here goes all of our iron. That's fine. I think this is worth it because this will be the first time ever we'll probably have a villager stay. And oak signs. Boy, have I got some oak signs for you. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens next. My inventory is a little bit of a mess because, like I said, I've been farming. But let me put some of this stuff back. And you know what? While we're here, let's make our gold armor, not gold, diamond, and I'll upgrade this to netherite once it's, you know, fully enchanted. I'm not gonna wear it right now. It's just gonna be for enchanting, and it's gonna be awesome. And seeing as we do currently have 31 levels, let's see if we can get the max roll right here, right now. Let me put these diamonds back. But yes, honestly, everything's going according to plan, better than plan, if anything. So let's see if we can just also, while we're at it, get the max roll on this. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Okay, what I'm looking for is protection 4, unbreaking 3, mending. Okay. That's thorns, that's unbreaking 2. Okay, let me maybe not do this then. Let me see what the legs have to offer. Okay, for you we're looking unbreaking 3, so we can do this one. Okay, let's just see. Fire prot, no thank you. Okay. We need to get ourselves a grindstone, but I can do that later. And we're just gonna keep doing this whenever I get a full 30 levels. I'm gonna come in here and try and get the best achievement I can get. So that's what you're gonna be missing, me just mob farming. And then I will let you know if I hear anything back from our villager. Back to mob grinding for me. Alright, you've been gone but a second. All I really did was make my grindstone and farm my cacti. But I found Morgan again, who now wants to stay in my overworld if I pay him to do so. But it looks like that's not too expensive because we've got some emeralds for sure. If you'd please. And there we go. Now Morgan is part of my overworld. He's the first one we've ever done this to, and he has trades for me. These look like regular villager trades, which is interesting. So he's our first cured villager. I wonder if we can make him change profession in any way. I've never really worked with villagers before. But he's here, and he's happy to be so. And hopefully he'll have some friends soon if anybody else comes to visit, or if we're able to cure our villagers at any point. Where are you? Sounded close. Was it you, Morgan? I honestly can't tell. Maybe it was. I didn't pay enough attention to what his trades were. But I guess this is fine. I go back to doing my farming business. Let me check on the roof for my other villager. But other than that, I think we'll be good. Okay, he isn't up here, so I think it was probably Morgan. No, he's over there. Oh my goodness, that was entirely too reckless for how many levels I have right now. Do you have anything fun? Fox. Nope. I gotta be patient. Okay, well, I'll see you whenever I see you. And I'm back to farming. And here, a time lapse of me enchanting everything. I actually got pretty good diamond leggings quickly. All I really needed for them was mending, so that was pretty nice. But other than that, I think I can try and get mending with a book or a villager. And I just kept trying to get the max level enchants for everything else. And it just took a little while, but luckily I cut that out for you. So all you really have to see is the exciting gambling of enchanting stuff and disenchanting it. But this honestly took me a couple hours, and relatively quickly after that, I actually got a decent enchant for my chest plate. So now you'll see I'll have my chest plate and my leggings done, and now I just need to get my boots and my helmet whenever I have those levels for them, and mending books, of course. Alright, so as you saw from that relatively short time lapse of a long time, everything's going swimmingly. The world is just loading in. That's why everything appears to be gone. It's all still here and fine. Good news is I think we can get rid of this house now because it's kind of ugly and in the way. As you saw from my goal of enchanting everything, I'm pretty happy. We have decent pants and a decent chest plate. I'll have to get a mending book somehow, but I think we can figure that out in the long run. I think I just either want to get a specific villager for that, or I just want to keep trying to enchant, obviously, some books. But like I said, I'm not too worried about that. Is this a real fall? This is a real fall. Okay, good thing I checked that, because I would have just walked. But I'm not going to be too worried about it right now. Actually, this is my faster one. Morgan is doing well. He's still here. It's good to see. You never know. Sometimes when you log off, things can change in this game a little bit. But Morgan is still here, wandering around, so I'm happy to see that. And as you saw, we did get some mushrooms. So I think I'll be going to work with that today. I'm excited to get this done. But yeah, this house was a little bit ugly. I liked my creativity and coming up with this potential solution. Like I said, I never really had faith in it working because we've not had any like flowers or anything spawn on the grass, so it just didn't really make sense, but I was hopeful. There we go. But now we seem to have gotten some mushrooms from our mob farm, and honestly most of our materials have been from the mob farm, so I'm happy we have been able to grab that. And we have a lot of mob items there as well, which is very nice because also in between the videos I did trade for some dirt with our villager, our wandering villager. I do wonder where he's wandered off to. And that was just a bunch of bones, I think. That was his price. But like, because we have so many bones, it was a very easy trade for me to make. So that was quite nice. But yes, Morgan is chilling. Right, yeah, you are Morgan. Good. Good pants and good chest plate. We're just waiting for mending, and we'll get to working on our boots and our leggings eventually, but I'll probably once again end up doing that off camera because it is just a big time constraint. Unless I get 30 levels. No, I figured I wouldn't. But yeah, we've got a lot. We've got some candles, some dyes as well, a couple seeds, some other random stuff. And every once in a while I've been moving everything from here into these chests. I expanded this a little bit because these guys kept hitting me. So this is our random stuff. Ender pearls. We're getting a good amount of everything. Bows, I'm healing the bows whenever I get them, but a lot of arrows. And you know, I wonder why I'm collecting all of this stuff, why I'm collecting 500,000 arrows, all of these bows. I don't use a bow in Minecraft, never have. Don't think I ever will. But if I ever have any sort of urge to use a bow, I've got everything I need right here. But yeah, our numbers are looking good. And considering we didn't get any creepers or gunpowder at all for like the first iteration of this mob farm, we've gotten a decent amount of that too. There we go, level 30. Let me see if I can right now get that enchant, who knows? Beginner's luck and all that, as the video's just started. You believe? I believe. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Oh, I should probably, you know, grab my stuff. Any chance we've got a mending? Nope, that's fine. Okay, we try our helmet. We have unbreaking 3. We'll roll it. Ooh, unlucky, unlucky. Not quite what we're after. Oh well, there'll always be next time. Any chance we have mending now? Nope, okay, that's fine. And that's just basically what I was doing. The whole time you missed, I was just mob farming, trading, and the story. Alright, Morgan, I should probably get a couple beds set up for my villagers, especially if I'm gonna have some more soon, but for now it is what it is. Don't fall off the edge. But yeah, like I said, I traded for some dirt, so I think we can work on placing that. And then I think it's finally time to do what we've been waiting for. Actually, I probably should have done that at night, but it's too late now. I think it's time we turn our singular brown mushroom, of which we have 2, into just a large mushroom. That should get us everything we need in terms of mushrooms. And I believe we will have to do that in the dark, so I've grabbed a little bit of a building block to do that with. And this is going to be a temporary thing once again. I'm not, you know, trying to have a permanent mushroom habitat, but for now I want to try and grow 1 mushroom or 2. You are not mushrooms. And we'll have ourselves... I'm keeping things organized if you can't tell. I spent a lot of time at this mob farm. I had to keep myself invested somehow, and I did it by well, by organizing. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to build this? Honestly, we can probably build it around here for now. How much space do I need to build a mushroom? Haven't got a clue. I think it needs to be larger than this space-wise, but we'll just expand this island a little bit. We have the materials for it. Okay. And then we make ourselves a mushroom. And if I've done my research correctly, and if I remember how Minecraft works, we should be able to get a large mushroom, which we can then break down without, like, silk touch to get ourselves more mushrooms whenever the block breaks. So that's what we're gonna be hoping for. And then hopefully that works. I've got two mushrooms, so I've got 2 chances of figuring this out. So if this one doesn't work out, there's no need to panic. But if the next one doesn't work out, then I say we can probably panic. I'm trying to think how big this needs to be. Honestly, probably like this is gonna be fine. It does need to be a little bit taller, I believe. Honestly, I think it's easier if I just break this for now. Okay. It does need to be a little bit taller. This is not where I thought all my dirt would be going, but I guess it's good that I bought this. You know? Gotta make use of our resources, and this is probably a pretty good use. How tall are mushrooms? Oh, I'm gonna need more blocks. Okay, hold on. Don't know why I built this out of dirt when I had so much just oak around, but too late now to second guess. Okay, we build up. Because this needs to be in a room below 13 level of light. And I probably could have just given it a roof and not worried about walls, but too late now. And I guess maybe in the future I'll want to break another mushroom, seeing as this is probably the only way we can renewably get mushrooms. So I guess we'll maybe be turning this into a permanent room at some point, but that point isn't today. And it's definitely not going to be out of dirt either. That's way too valuable of a resource. But I just wanted to try and build a room as quickly as I possibly could for this all to get done. Okay. We just build a house. I really destroyed the one house to then immediately build another one. Just crazy. Yeah, I'll have to continue my journey of AFK mob farming to hopefully get all of my armor leveled up. I'll have to do the same for all my tools. I think it probably would be easier just to trade with a villager, but I have never done that, and I'm not going to start right now, that's for sure. So I figure we'll do it the only way I know, by just gambling for it. Okay. By this point, we all know the drill. We have a torch in our hand. We're in a dark room. It's awesome. We make ourselves some bone meal. We place a mushroom. Oh, there we go. Wow, I really made this perfect height. And I believe if we break this stuff, maybe we get mushrooms. Or maybe I'm wrong somehow. Let me do some research. Okay. I think it should be working from what I can tell. We just haven't had any luck in the drops. In theory, having a fortune axe would help. Now, I don't have a fortune axe. I do, however, have a fortune pickaxe. Oh, we already got some mushrooms. Okay. No need to panic. Wrong chest. For a second, I thought all of my fortune pickaxes were gone. Okay, maybe this isn't a good investment of my tools. But, oh, there we go. Stuff is dropping. Okay, this is the best I have found in terms of renewable mushrooms. Okay, perfect. This works. Let me place some torches so nothing's spawning in here. I made this mistake while I was AFK farming with my other house built. Let me place some torches up here. Oh, those are all my torches. Okay. Well, we have the mushrooms now, so that's exactly what I wanted. Now what we need these for is fermented eyes. And now we have all the ingredients we need for these. So with that all being said, as soon as I have reliable good armor, I think we go back into the nether, bring ourselves a couple more blaze rods, and get to farming. Get to potioneering and being awesome. For now, we've got what we've got, but I think everything we've been hoping for has been achieved. Of course, we want to get the armor. I'd love also to get a red mushroom, just so I know I have a renewable source of that too. But honestly, we're doing pretty good. I'd love to go back to my spider farm as well, get some more ice there, but that one works a little bit less well than this one in terms of XP farming. But I think we've done well. I'm trying not to look any endermen in the eye. That is how I did die once, right here. But I think I go back to being AFK here, and I'll let you get on with your day. But I think we're ready to finally cure these villagers. There's 4 of them now. We have our friend as well, and our trading villagers. So hopefully soon we'll not be so lonely out here. You know, I've had the mobs keeping me company, and honestly, like, if I stand here long enough, there'll be a lot of them. But I think it'll be nice to have some villagers we can work on trading. I think it'll be cool, something new for me to learn, and just potion making as a whole will be something new for me to learn, which I've loved a lot about this series. It's made me think of different ways I can do stuff, like building these mob farms, and made me try a bunch of new things, which I've definitely enjoyed. If you have any ideas for what you want to see in this world, definitely let me know. Or just let me know how your day is going. I hope it's been going well. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do always love hearing from you. And hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon in this world or the next. Alright, bye-bye.